Hi everybody, I'm Manuel Garcia from Mechanical Engineering at Angelo State University. The aim of this video is to introduce you to the engineering design process. A process is the actions or steps we take to do things to achieve a desired result. For example, the steps we follow to make breakfast in the morning. We plan the menu, get the ingredients, mix them, taste the food, adjust the seasoning, and finally, serve and eat. One of the most important processes when we are building things is the engineering design process, which is a series of steps engineers follow when they are trying to solve a problem. Imagine all the steps engineering had to follow when they decide to send a man to the moon. There was a lot of planning, a lot of testing before they reached that goal. The first step of the engineering design process is to identify the problem to be solved, the rules to follow, and the constraints. For example, let's watch President Kennedy addressing the Congress on May 25, 1961.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
That's right. He just defined the problem and made the goal of land the man on the moon. He set the constraints, safely return, and set the due date by the end of the decade. The next step is to plan the solution. It's a brainstorm of multiple ideas and possible solutions. Engineering uses math, computers, and science to plan the most promising solution. This is a very exciting step for engineers. The next step is to build a model. Engineering uses sketches and plans to build a model that meets the criteria and constraints. Once we have built it, we have to test the model. Engineering tests to see if the model solves the problem. They collect data, analyze the results, identify if the constraints are satisfied, and determine possible issues. In this experiment, we collect data from the rocket motor before we launch it. We set up a safe environment and measure the thrust of the rocket motor. The next step is redesign. What works, what went wrong, what could work better. Go back to the drawing table, modify your design, and make it better. Test it again. The redesign is not the final step. This is a secret process in which we are continuously fixing and improving. As an example, this image shows the evolution of the RS-1 rocket. At least 14 iterations were made over the initial design. Once we feel our solution is adequate, then we are ready to launch.